Everybody, welcome back to Women Carry Knives. On the table in front of us today, we are going to be taking a look at the WEbanter, the knife made by Banter by We. This is just, I have to say, this is a freaking awesome knife. I'm just going to start by saying that. So on the clip there, you can see, well, can you see that? That it does say Banter. There we go. You've got his little WIUG logo up there, which stands for what is up, guys. The way he starts his videos, love that. I cannot say enough about this knife. Now, I am super sad. This knife is actually sold out. So I'm just going to put it out there right now. If anybody has one of these that they have for sale, I need to get my hands on one of these. I am loving it that much. So to begin a little bit, you do have two different styles of this. You have a black and a blue G10. These run about $108. Like I said, they are sold out right now, which is just sad. Just sad. What a, as my husband would say, just a spectacular knife. I'm really loving everything about it. I love that it's all black. It's just blacked out. I love that. I love the blue thumb studs on there. That's cool. A little bit of anodization on there to give a little bit of something, but otherwise everything on here is black, and I like that. You do have a S35 VN spear point blade with this great high flat grind and the DLC stonewash look to it. Super thin. Now, I didn't write that down, so I'm not going to give you any specs on that. Like I said, the G10 scales do come in a black or blue. And I love the fact that it's very, very smooth, but yet at the same time, it is very grippy. We'll get back to that in a second. This knife does run on bearings, and it is a liner lock. What I love about this is the liner lock protrudes just a tiny bit over the blade, or I'm sorry, over the handle. I don't know if you can really see it that way, but just a tiny bit over the handle with that jimping on it, and allows you to get to it very easy. This thing is just, it's so smooth. It is small, but yet my husband, you know, Therapeutic Edge, he likes it too. He thinks that it fits really good in hand, and I have to agree with that. It really does. For as small as it is, I'm going to call it small but mighty. I mean, I really love it. The ease of flipping this knife with the thumb studs is, you know, the detent on it is just awesome. It's definitely a one-hand knife. Super smooth. I love the fact that when you are flipping this knife, no matter how hard you flip it or how you open it, even if you do it slowly, the lockup remains the same, and that's really cool. You've got some recessed scales in there, which I really like that too, and I think that's awesome. Back to the handles, like I was saying, it's a smooth G10, but at the same time, when you are gripping it, it's not going to let your finger slip. It gives you enough grip even though it is soft, and I like that. You also have no sharp edges because you have this beautiful chamfering all the way around the edges of your scales. So that is really cool too. This, due to the thumb studs on both sides, I know it only has a pocket clip on one side, which is awesome, by the way. It's recessed with recessed screws, so it's not going to screw up your pockets. There is no movement to this pocket clip. It doesn't slide around. It is not titanium. It is stainless steel, but man, it goes in and out of the pocket so easily. It's a true deep carry. You can see that. This is a true deep carry. Love this knife. It just sits in your pocket. You don't even notice it. You've got a great lanyard hole here. You've got the We logo right there. You have a recessed pivot screw. That, I mean, overall, I am super, super happy with this knife. The fact that the clip is recessed, the nested liners in there where, I mean, it's just so, it's well thought out. This is a really well thought out knife. The centering on this thing is perfect. You know, as I said, it's just It just is so smooth. It's a great, great fidget knife. Now, this is not something you're going to want to use as a hard use, obviously. But yeah, this is, you know, I really just can't say enough about this knife. I don't know if I mentioned it was S35 in steel. If I did not, I apologize for that. You do have some jimping on the back of your blade here too, which is very awesome. Some specs on this, you are looking at just shy of a 3-inch blade. So I believe they called it 2.875 inches. Your closed length is just shy of 3.5 inches. And your overall length is 6.5 inches. Now, this little guy, although it is, you know, small, but it has, like I said, you know, kind of a fat belly blade, and it has a more girth on the handle, which, you know, really lets it sit good in your hand. It is only 2.6 ounces, which that amazes me. Now, I have to back up a little bit and say that this was courtesy of the Apex Pass Around group. I'm super grateful to be able to get this one in hand. I hate to have to pass it on. Like I said, I'd love to have one. Let's go ahead and do a comparison here for size-wise. You can see here against the Rat Model 1, that's a large knife. The WE is not a large knife. We will grab the bug out here. And again, you are looking at the fact that this is a very slim knife. So even though I would call this more of a medium size, it is slim. I would call this a small knife, but due to the width of the handle and the belly on that blade, I feel it's more, even though it's small, it'll do the work of a larger knife, a medium-sized knife, and I do love that. Again, it's not a knife that you're going to want to use for hard use, but for whatever you need it for, cutting up some cardboard, cutting up food, you know, maybe doing a little whittling with it, not a big deal. You're not going to want to chop wood with it or anything like that, but absolutely, I love this knife. Now, I would be curious to know if we could get some red thumb studs on there. I think that would be very cool too. So for my lefties out there, although your clip is not reversible, it is a right hand, left hand knife. Tip up, which I think is awesome. Like I said, this is just a fun knife. The blue one is absolutely gorgeous. The blue one is, the blue one has the satin grind with the black thumb studs, which, and that one is absolutely gorgeous too. Now, I don't have that one. I mean, at this point, man, I would take either or both. These are just fabulous knives. And Ben Banters, he's really cool. I mean, if you guys have never talked to him, he is just a great guy. And, you know, I've had the pleasure of being able to talk to him a little bit. And he's pretty cool. He really is. So if you guys get a chance to get one of these, don't even get it in hand. Just buy it. Just go buy it. It is a great, great knife. I have not been, you know, this thrilled with such a small knife in a long time, but overall, everything about it, I love how it fits in hand. I love how I can hold it back further. You can really choke up on this. I love the width of this knife, the belly on this knife, just awesome, awesome, awesome. It sits really low in your pocket. I love that. You know, you're talking with your blade, you're talking about 1.25 inches, close to 1.5 inches. But that's not bad at all. We'll give our Slicey Dicey here a little plug. If you guys don't follow him, which I'm sure you do, but if you don't, go follow him. He's just awesome. We'll put his, hopefully if I don't want to ruin his sticker. Nope, I don't want to do that. Let's see. Let's turn it over here. All right. You can see there, truly a deep carry. It absolutely disappears in the pocket. You are not going to have anything sticking out in there. And I think that is just awesome. Yeah, you guys, if I know Blade HQ had these, and there is a sign up right now. You can get notified when they come back in stock. I do not know when that's going to be, but if you are interested in one, I would definitely sign up for that. I know I just did, because I absolutely have to have one of these. Whether I have the black or the blue, I don't care. I want one of them. But anyways, you guys, that has been the WEbanter. And I hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all for your support. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. It does help the channel. Feel free to check out one of my other videos. Leave any comments that you want to in the comments section. You know I love talking to you guys. And thank you so much for joining me. Until next time.